Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Sleepout podcast. I'm your host Jay, and today I'm joined by my co-host Liam,
How's it going?
Will,
Yeah.
We lost Will.
and Finn.
Howdy do, brother.
Will is dead.
Will is gone. We've lost Will.
Are you
Is
alive?
my mic not working?
No, you
No,
just
no.
you just didn't talk for ages.
You just didn't respond for ages, so
Anyway,
you
how's
died, man.
how's everyone doing? We fucking got slammed with another 2 weeks of lockdown, which is really awesome. And fucking,
Yeah, let's go.
let's go. More pain stuck inside, brother. So what's everyone been doing?
Nothing much really, man. Going on some bike adventures.
Been playing GTA till 5 a.m. and then fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has everyone fucked their sleep schedules yet?
Completely, bro. I had work today, so last night I went to bed at like 1, and I got into bed and I was like, okay, this is a nice early night, and I didn't fall asleep till 3.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I've been staying up until like 4 a.m. as well, just playing Minecraft. Liam, you've watched the sunrise
You've
a
watched
few
the
times.
sunrise,
haven't you?
yeah.
I watched it this morning, mate. It was beautiful.
I've been trying to. I've
What
been
do you do, Liam?
I don't know, man. I just kind of.
play
Right
GTA
on,
with
man.
Jaden.
I was stopped at like 3 a.m. and then I like listened to music or some YouTube, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Just
Yeah,
do stuff.
I don't really. I've probably gone 3 hours of sleep in the last 3 days.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
How do you do the fucking like 9-hour shifts or like 1 hour of sleep, bro? You're a fucking menace.
Yeah.
Because I lie in bed and like I want to fucking kill
You're
myself.
you're an
And then I
absolute
use that
machine.
energy.
Just
I use
shoots-
that energy to power myself through the
I
work.
thought
day
you were
when
gonna
I go
say
home.
use that energy and kill multiple people and count
He
down.
rails 4 lines of coke and then just goes to work.
Yeah,
Like everyone's like, "How are you so energetic? Well, you got so much energy." Drop.
yeah.
And you're just
Hey,
itching yourself and
everyone's wa-
screaming.
yeah, everyone's wondering why you're just going and just fucking.
In the bathroom there.
Yeah.
Ow!
So,
Yeah.
someone walks into the bathroom after you and the mirror is splattered with blood.
I'm covered in white stuff, and I'm like, "Hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome to Anyway,
You just start fucking running around the.
One
You
out,
just start
one out,
running
one
around
out.
countdown.
it's like you walk up the stairs holding all the trolleys in the entire car park and throw them into the corner. I'm doing trolleys. Okay, they're done.
every single one." I'm like, "Yeah," and I
You rip one in half as a sacrifice.
I feel like when you don't sleep for a certain amount of time, you've just got like this primal energy about you, and you can just do anything.
It's like I remember we had a
Primal animal mode.
we had a sleepover after the first episode of the podcast, and I remember we all came home. We'd been out that night. We came home. Liam went home. Jay and Will stayed over. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. and I was
Oh,
like, "Fuck,
yeah.
okay, I've got work at 10, and then I've got to host something tonight because we were having a party at mine." Next thing I know, it's been It's been 5 hours since I went to sleep. I'm expecting not to wake up for another 2. Suddenly, it's 6:30 a.m. and Will and Jay have broke into my room and are just screaming at me. And my delusioned, like, sleepless brain, for some reason, was convinced they were telling me there was a tornado coming and that we had to move.
Why
um,
have you even told us this?
We were
I told
literally
Jay.
just screaming and violently shaking.
Shaking me, yeah, and I was convinced there was a tornado and it was shaking my house, and that's why I was being shaken. And I was fully panicking, and then I like looked up. I must have looked like fucking death, and I just went, "Fuck off," and went straight back
This
to
is the
sleep.
effect we have on people, bro.
You broke me that day.
Oh, J burp.
Oh.
Uh,
Anyway, I mean, I've been somehow not super tired despite the amount of like biking I've been doing over this lockdown. What with all the missions I've gone on, either with my mum, my dad, or just by myself with my speaker. And I've found some pretty fucking sick spots out on those rides. Like, I know, Jay, you've been going on some rides as well, as has Will. And this where we live is just so beautiful. And some of the roads you ride up for like 2 hours, and then you find this view at the top, and you're like, bro.
it's like the best part about lockdown on why you can just go for fucking fat mishes.
Yeah. It's like,
So good.
because the roads end up so empty. I remember in the first lockdown, I would just like whack my speaker and my bottle cage and my bike, jump on my bike and just ride like for like 3 hours, do like 30 Ks, and just would see no one. I'd just be like zooming around the middle of the road, nothing's going on.
Yeah, I've just been fucking going on a bike ride and then just going on a fatty bushmish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Once-
best, bro. I walked like right around the coast the other day. Fucking like, probably like 3K around the coast
That would have been sick. I went up.
When was that?
the other day.
Oh yeah. I mean, I rode up this hill down quite far from my house. So I rode to the top of this hill, and I was at this corner, and I look off to the distance, and I see this like flat kind of grassy area with trees, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. So I basically just chucked my bike on the side of the road, and I just bush crashed for ages, running through the bush headlong, trying to find like a path. And I come across this path, so I run back to my bike, and I take it through. And I ride through this trail for a while, and I just suddenly the bush opens up to this like massive grassy field. There's trees, and you can see like the beach. You can see all the way over to Auckland. You can see the Sky Tower like popping up over one of the hills. It's so being like really far above the ocean and looking around just has like a kind of, especially when there's no cars around, it just kind of has like a mystic feel. I don't know. It's cool. I feel enchanted, brother. I'm in the enchanted forest.
It's the fucking time I went to the beach and the water was cold enough.
Bruh.
What
Legit,
the fuck, man?
legit nothing even happens in lockdown.
I
like,
know.
I
I mean,
know. I've just been fucking killing.
something that I am excited for is like being able to go swimming again. I know it's technically not allowed under
You
lockdown,
can
but
go swimming.
yeah, no, you can go swim, but it's so cold at the moment. It's like,
Not that cold.
yeah, Liam, well, you fucking grew up on the bottom of the ocean, living with motherfucking Davy Jones and the squid, bro. You know what the ocean's like.
I remember it was my first day as a countdown. Went into the toilets, and then like there's just some
Fatty
Indian
shit.
man just there like
Cranking one out.
fucking disturbing, bro.
I remember I went for some work experience in town once with my mate, with Zico, and we went to some
Oh,
like really
that'd be
fancy office building, and at one point we were learning about engineering or some shit, and I go to the bathroom and I walk in there, and I come out of the stall, and this other dude walks in, and I just hear him rip the loudest fucking fart you've ever heard. It like reverberated around the room. And then I'm like trying to wash my hands, and I just start cracking up. And the guy just goes, "Who's there?" And I'm like, "Fuck!" And like trying not to laugh, I just run out of the bathroom.
he fucking sticks his head out from under the cubicle. He's like, want a taste, bro?
Oh,
Julian licked my brother.
come on.
You know me when you wet toilet paper and launch it onto the roof?
I was just about to
Yeah.
say that. What
Oh,
the fuck?
yeah.
Doing that, but with shit.
Shitty toilet paper stuck to the roof.
Oh.
No.
I remember, Jay, was it you back in primary school that put tinfoil over the toilet and then someone tried to piss on it and it went over their
Not
knee?
tinfoil, fucking like glad wrap.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, what I did was because there was a bunch of like official people from town
Oh, no.
like coming to like interview the principal or some shit, and so what I did was sneak up into the staff room and then line all the staff toilets with glad wrap so that the fucking official business people from Auckland would piss all over themselves.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like one of them actually pissed on it and like it went all over the bathroom.
Oh,
Oh,
the
that's great.
sprinkler. I mean,
Like some rich ass principal from town.
Liam and Will, since you guys work at the Countdown, which serves like our entire community, have you guys ever seen some fucking weird people come in and have to
Oh
serve them?
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. You meet some crazy motherfuckers. It's like you also meet a lot of angry people. Like the other day, I had some guy who, when he couldn't use PayWave because the sum of the money was too much, you know, like if it's over like $100, you can't use PayWave in case
Yeah.
someone stole your card. He tries to PayWave it, and then it's like, we need your PIN, and he's like, "Why are you making me do this?" Like, he was like,
He was
like,
probably
"Why are you?" He was like, "Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me?" And I was like,
This is
"Bro,
at
I
the end of
can't."
his wick, bro.
I was like, I can't do anything about it, man. He was so mad. He kept telling me to restart it and try it again.
Oh,
I was like,
Jesus.
"Bro, I can't do anything, man." And then he
It was a
finally
guy-
put his pin in. He looked so angry.
I had
There's
someone.
a guy in Countdown today who had a fatty spaz. He was at because of level 4 we can't sell what's it called lotto tickets.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Lotto tickets, and he was getting so angry, but he was yelling at like the manager about he's like, "Oh, you can't make the rules. You don't decide the rules." you can't control me, and it's like, bro, what?
Jesus
What are you
Christ.
talking about, man?
What do you mean? It's literally a government enforced
we
rule.
had
My
a
gambling
lady-
addiction.
The fact that the thing that makes me laugh the most about it is the fact that he got that angry over a fucking lotto ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We one time had this lady try to return
A lotto
a pack of toilet rolls,
Oh
but it was
no.
already opened. So we were like, oh, we can't take it
poo
back.
dripping from
We
it.
were like, we can't take this back. It's already been opened and you some of it. And then we were like, why do you want to return it so bad? And then she was like, well, let's just say I didn't like the texture. And then
Oh.
lost his shit laughing, bro. And it was so funny. And she got so mad. Like, stormed off.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Whenever a customer comes into work that I'm not a particularly big fan of, like if they treat the staff like shit, I'll hand them the FPOS machine, tell them that it's PayWave and when it's not, and I'll just watch them like smack their card against the screen like over and over until I'm like, oh wait, sorry, the other machine's PayWave, that one isn't, sorry. And they just, I've got some fucking shitty looks from that, but it's really funny.
When you piss off a customer, but in a way where it's not like you're being rude to them, it's
Yeah. Whenever like they're being a dick to you and you just kind of pull it back at them.
I just
Yeah,
find it
it's-
so funny when they get really angry and I'm just there still like acting really nice but slowly pissing them off even.
Yeah, being really nice but really
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
It was because we have to, after each person again, we have to clean the things. We have to clean like the conveyor belts and shit. And I finished serving a person, and I just said you could come along because there was a guy waiting, and he looked at me and gave me like the stink eye and went, "Oh, are you gonna clean it or not?" And then and I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot." And then I went to start cleaning, and he looked away and shook his head, and I was like, "Bro, what
What
is he
the
doing,
fuck?
man?" And then when he
Jesus
came
Christ.
down and started putting his stuff on, he was just such a cunt. You could tell he had a finger tattoo, and he paid with his Apple Watch, and he was a bald bastard
Oh,
with like a
There's-
pristine
I
white
bet he
jacket.
watches-
So that type.
Yeah, I bet he watches
he
Joe
was doing-
Rogan.
Yeah, he looked super rich. He was just like so fucking.
I
He's in there
remember-
buying his meat diet. Sorry, Lynn.
Yes,
Yeah, I fucking hate him,
fucking-
man.
Yesterday, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Oh no, it was yesterday actually. So like, yeah, we do normally clean it after like every customer. But like, if you're serving a customer and then someone just starts putting all that shit on already, then like you're not gonna ask to take off all their shopping. So this lady had already put all her shopping on, so I wasn't gonna tell her to take it all off just to clean it. She'd already put everything on it, and then the lady I was serving at the time then turns around and goes to this lady like, you need to take all your stuff off, you need to clean the conveyor belt. And then she's like, I don't think, I'm not worried about it. And then we're just going back and forth like fucking. It was
Jesus
just like
Christ.
two Karen, legit.
Karen off. I had a dude come in to work last Sunday when I was working, and since like we're only allowed to have one person in the shop at a time, I was standing at the door and being like, yeah, tag in with the COVID tracer, sanitize your hands, then you can come in once the other person's out. This guy comes up and he's like, before I can even be like, oi, stop there, don't come in, he's like, oh sorry, because he doesn't have a mask on. Before I can even be like, stop there, put your mask on, then you can come in, he's like, I have a medical exemption, bro, but I left the certificate at home, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I don't know, I can't let you in, what are you looking for? I could run in and grab it. And he's like, are you guys doing coffees? And I was like, nope. And he's like, are you guys doing toasties? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, fucking forget it then. He just stormed off, and I was like, didn't even want you in here, bro.
really
Holy
wanted
shit.
a coffee, bro.
No
Man's
coffee, no
wanted to
toasties. Oh, fucking forget it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, fuck you.
Piece of shit. Not
Fuck
Wait
you,
till the
cunt.
bakery's opened again, bro.
Yeah, oh.
I know. Can we
they'll
should
do-
start a petition to make it an essential service?
The bakery
what they'll
should be
do-
essential, bro.
No, because what they're doing
It's
is
essential
like
to me.
they'll do what they did last level 3, where they set up all the monitors at the front door, so you can
Yeah.
just point to what you want.
It's
and they
so
That
good,
was
bro.
sick. The digital bakery, the virtual bakery.
That's
I
like
love-
the best shit.
Yeah, I love the bakery. I like fucking mornings when we're not
love
in lockdown
bakery
and we've just
too.
like had a big night, waking up and just like getting someone to race to the bakery on their scooter, buying everyone shit.
me.
AKA Liam, yeah. And coming
Yeah.
back and just
Yeah.
sitting in the Sleepout munching back like pies and shit and lasagna toppers, just oh,
So good.
it's the best. Shout out to the
Yeah,
owner
I
of that
can
bakery. Well, you live so far out you can't even visit the bakery, bro.
It takes me like 15 minutes to reach.
Will doesn't need the bakery. He can just go into the bush and hunt for his own
He can hunt-
survival.
I can go into the bush and
Go
pluck
find
a
a
couple
mince pie.
You gotta hunt
mushrooms.
for a pie. I wish the bakery was open 24/7 because it closes at like 4, and that's just the most it's not
No.
disappointing, but it's just like, oh.
I mean, it doesn't close if you have a machete.
Oh.
No, the most disappointing thing ever was when I heard there was gonna be night markets on Waikiki, and I was like, fucking
Oh.
oh, finally somewhere to get food at night, and then they close at 9.
They close at 9, and then
Yeah.
lockdown happened anyway.
So it's like,
Because we were
"Bruh."
supposed to go to that
Well-
after recording episode 3, but we couldn't record episode 3 because we were all stuck at home. No, we could record it,
Liam,
but it was over Discord.
Liam, remember that fucking time when we were at the bakery and then that random guy and we were talking and it was closed and we were talking about how we wish it was open, and then that random guy came along and just tapped us on the shoulder and went, "Mate, it's open if you have an axe."
What a psycho!
It was
Remember
so
that
fucking
time we
funny.
were sitting outside the bakery, just having a munch, and then that guy left his pie out on the table, and it's
Oh, yeah.
got like half in by seagulls, and then this Karen came out of like the dairy next door and was like, "You guys just watched that happen and you didn't do anything." And
Yeah, it was so dumb. Some
else
guy
are you
left
supposed
his
to
pie.
do?
Jay
Some
turns
guy
around
left
and
his
goes,
pie. We're not just gonna grab his pie. Wait, what did I say?
The pie and
Jay
cradle it
turns
like a
around
baby.
to this old lady and just goes, "Fuck off, bitch." Yeah.
Holy
He was, like,
shit!
so shocked. And then the guy came out and he was like, "Nah, it's all good, guys. It's my fault."
Just
Yeah,
keeps
bro.
eating
Like
it.
the guy that left his pie out there didn't even care, and the lady just had a fat.
The guy grabs his pie and a seagull. He's like, right, I'm off for lunch.
He just grabs a seagull out of the air. He's like,
Wrings
just
its
starts
neck.
eating it.
Dips its head,
Sweat bites his head off.
dips its head in the pie.
Goes into the bakery and fry it.
We need a place on the island where they just deep fry anything you want. Like Jones barbecue and foot massage.
That's my
Oh
house, dude.
god.
Oh, just-
Yeah, will fry anything. You give him a toe.
Literally
he'll
come
fry
to my
it.
house and I'll fry anything, bro.
Do you have a deep fryer, Will?
Yeah, I'm gonna deep fry and air fry.
I'm gonna start coming to your
Oh.
random objects and getting you to deep fry them.
You
Yeah.
turn up with like
Sure.
a random Samsung phone. He's like, "Wait, I lost my phone like 2 days ago. Is that it?" And it's like, "Too late, mate. You got to deep fry it."
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I tell you guys that I have a deep fry, and you show up 2 days later at my house with a truckload of various items.
Yeah.
An entire like shipment of
Right.
Moro bars.
You have to deep fry.
I've always wanted to have like, you know how like carnivals and fairs in America and like small town America always have the
Butter on a
craziest shit?
stick.
Yeah, deep fried butter
You
on
know
a
what?
stick.
There's two kinds of things. You could if you could either go to the biggest, greatest amusement park in the world, or just a typical small town American fair. I'd go to the small town American fair.
Yeah,
'Cause
same.
those fairs are fucking insane.
They're crazy.
They have the most insane food, the most insane games, and their rides, although they only have like 3, are like so rickety and so dangerous.
The
They're
games
the
are
most
like
amazing
the
things
games are
ever.
like chasing. There's like toddlers chasing like middle-aged men with shotguns, and they're just like,
And
"Woo,
there's
come
like-
to me!"
Jump on the highly aggressive bull and see how long you last.
Before you're gored. Yeah,
Shit like that is so funny to me.
and
Yeah.
it seems that all those small-town American like fairs, the games just involve shooting things.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's very typical of
Very,
America.
very typical small-town America.
I mean, you can go to a school and it's the same thing.
Oh.
I want to go to a small-town fair and I want to play shoot the butter on a stick to win a free shotgun. Ride the bull that tries to.
Yeah,
gore
and
you
for
with.
some reason, there's just a pig sitting there that's
Yeah,
just being
it's like-
weighed for no reason.
Or it'll be one of those like petting zoo things, which is just feel the pig.
What?
$5 for one
What kind
pat
of
of the
meetings have
pig.
you been through?
Remember me and Jude when we were camping in Barrier? There was it was like a portable petting zoo that came to the campground we were at, and oh no, it wasn't a Barrier. It was
Russell.
in Russell, yeah. A portable petting zoo came, and then like it was like a baby cow and like a goat and shit.
What the
And the baby
fuck?
cow was trying to eat Jude's clothes the whole time. I felt so bad for the animals because there were all these like little kids on holiday because it was summer.
Oh, and they're all
Who were
like
just
decrepit.
holding, and there were like these birds as well. There were all these little birds, and they were just like they're just holding the birds like so tight, just staring at them.
I
And the
remember
bird looks so
Awesome.
terrified.
They just pop a sparrow's head open.
The only time I've ever like not held a bird, well, the first time I ever like had a bird like sit on my finger was at the zoo when I was like 6, and they made me hold like this little bottle of bird seed and then hold my finger out, and the
This
bird
little
came.
bottle of bird.
The bird like it was just like a shitty little sparrow or like a fucking like it was like a native bird. It wasn't that cool, and it came and it sat on my finger. And as soon as its claws hit my finger, I freaked the fuck out and I just flicked my hand. And this thing.
You licked your
I
hand.
flicked it, and this thing just went flying.
I thought you said you licked your hand. Like your instant response was just to fucking start licking.
I freaked the fuck out, so I just started licking my hand.
Yeah. His immediate response to fear and pain is just not licking himself really vigorously.
But it's like when I had this
So
bird.
much to the point the skin comes off.
Oh, but legit, as soon as it made contact, I just like catapulted my hand, and the bird went flying across the room.
The bird just snaps against the wall and there's just blood everywhere.
Have you guys ever been like at the
And then
market?
Finn starts licking it.
I feel like this is gonna become a running joke. You guys suck. Have you guys ever seen either at the market or on my road? There's that chick that just walks along the road with a goat. Oh no, two different things. So
know
a
sheep.
sheep. It's a
It's a
sheep.
sheep, yeah. But no, that's what I was gonna
You know
talk
she
about.
brought
He's a
it to,
bitch,
you know
bro.
she brought it to Parliament.
Yeah, she took it down to Parliament. It's fucking
Right.
crazy.
No, this one time we were at the market, right? Me, Jude, and Flynn and Lyndall as well. Like Lyndall was selling the juice, and then Flynn was like climbing this tree there, and then she started like screaming at Flynn, saying that like she was disgracing the old vets for climbing the tree and all this shit, bro.
That always happens when you're in the park around the RSA because you try and climb
It
up the
always
trees
happens around
and
old
like
people.
yeah, someone will just come out and be like, "Oi," and you're not even anywhere near the RSA. You're not even on their property, but they'll be like, "Oh, you're being disrespectful." I'm like, "How? I'm climbing a tree."
Yeah, and then she was like screaming at Flynn, and then Flynn started crying, and then Lyndall went off. At her, bro. It was so funny.
When you piss Lyndall off, she fucking retaliates
Oh,
so
she goes-
hard.
So
Who's Linda?
Jude's mum.
Lyndall, Jude's mum.
Uh,
Um,
like
But yeah,
Tyndall.
there's that sheep that goes to the market, but there's also just this chick that lives on my road that walks down the road with 2 goats. And I remember one
What the
time me and
fuck?
my mum had to help drag one out of the bush because it got stuck. Started trying to
It's
eat my
such like
mum's
a
scarf.
hillbilly thing to do. Someone just walks up to your house, knocks on your door. It's like, I got my goat stuck in a bush.
Yeah, it's such a classic
The
like
most
my
mixed
road kind of
bird.
thing. Because it'll be like my house, the next house over is like a car customs shop, and the next house over from that is someone with a pet
Goat
goat.
farm.
Yeah, and then 2 doors down is like some like $13 million mansion.
It's
Yeah.
funny. I used to have a pet sheep that lived in my house.
Really?
Wow.
In your
Yeah,
house?
I did. Yeah, it would just sleep on the floor.
Yeah, well, Jade.
What the fuck?
Jade used to
One
have.
time
Oh, sorry.
I had you know how like the joke is like, oh sorry teacher, I couldn't bring my homework, my dog ate it.
Yeah.
Well, one day I genuinely had like, this was in primary school, I had like it was like a piece of paper with 1 + 2 on it, and I had to solve that. And I genuinely, the sheep fucking ate it.
Oh my
It ate
god.
it, dude. It ate like 10 pages of paper, and it ate like 4 Diary of a Wimpy Kid books.
4 books.
It didn't die or anything. It's still alive.
Having a cheeky munch. I know.
Do you still have
You
it?
guys eat it?
No, it's up at my grandpa's house.
Is it still
Oh.
alive? Can we go visit it?
We can, yeah.
Did it become the sheep
It's
out
chilling.
there?
Oh,
Oh my god.
I'm Jade, my girlfriend for the people watching. She used to have a pet lamb when she was younger. I think she had 2, and they just used to live in the garage. Bro,
fuck.
I'm off that. I don't know why people like to keep like farm animals in their house. Imagine
I
someone's
don't
just
get
living
people
with a
that
cow.
like sleep with their pigs, bro.
I mean,
No,
No.
sleeping with their wives.
sounds like a
Same
boomer
thing, bro.
comic, boomer humor.
I used to always go to Harry's house, and we'd go into the bush and like see his massive. They had like this fucking ginormous pig, and we'd like run to the bush, and then like sneak up on it and be like, ah! And then it would like squeal at us, and we'd run off into the bush again because it was fucking massive. We were terrified of it. And then this one time, I go to his house for a barbecue because we were always going there for barbecues. And then I was like,
Classic.
"Oh, where's your pig?" And he was like, "Oh," and just pointed at the barbecue.
Oh
And I was
no!
like, "Fucking cooked it."
It's
What
like
the fuck?
back. I remember last episode I
Back in
mentioned the band that me and Jay started in, which led to us meeting Mateus and like becoming proper friends with them. But back when that band was in like its fruition, when it first started out, we used to go to our band teacher's house. His name was Gareth, and he had this pig out the back. It was a rental property, but he was looking after their pig, and it was called Trotsky. And we used to go down there like every like band lesson for like 10 minutes, just hang out with Trotsky. And then one day it had been like the summer holidays, and then we come back. And we go to Gareth, and Trotsky's not there anymore. And we're like, "Oh, Gareth, what happened to Trotsky?" And he's like, "Christmas dinner happened to Trotsky. I'm sorry, boys." And we were like, "Oh, no, Trotsky!"
Like we fucking treasured this pig so hard. It was
We-
like we
we-
literally made our name of our band like fucking
Trotsky's Bunter.
yeah.
Trotsky's Bunter.
and fucking and then like Gareth was just like, "Oh nah, we ate it." Sorry,
I was
guys.
mortified, bro. I went home and cried.
Really?
Yeah.
Get fucking wrecked, bro.
It's like when the first time I went fishing, I was like a fucking emotional little 8-year-old. I went out on this boat with Jude and his dad, and my dad and Jude's, you guys know Jamie, but Jamie came with us, and we went out on this like boat that Jude's dad's mate owned. And we were catching fish for ages. Oh no, we weren't catching fish for ages. We were just sitting there. There were no fish coming. Then one dude catches this massive trevally and it shits all over him. And I was like, it was because it was panicking. And he just like basically eviscerates it right in front of me. And I'm still like a young impressionable kid. And I went home that day and I just broke down crying and was talking to my mum about how they killed this fish. I know. I know.
Wait, no, that actually so reminds me of the time I was sitting on my couch because we have a fire in my living room, and I was sitting there and I was eating an orange. I was eating the orange slices, and a fly landed on. I've always had really bad anger issues, so the fly landed on my. What's it called? My orange slice, and I got so angry I like chucked it into the fire really hard.
What the fuck?
You just
My mum
burned it
started-
alive.
My mom started talking about how I was like, "Oh, that fly had a family. He had children, a wife and children," and she was so convincing. I started crying. I bawled my eyes out.
You got
I was-
Buddhism,
I
bro.
was on my knees. I was like, "No!" And I was like, I kept asking. I was pleading with her, like, "Surely we can get it out of the fire. Surely it'll be okay."
Oh no.
And then for the rest of the night, I sat on a pillow in front of the fire and stared into the flames.
Oh, I remember
That sounds like it didn't happen, but it was genuine. That's the kind of level
I can
of
believe
fucking
that
spaz
happening.
I was.
Speaking of which, my mum's told me these two stories of they're similar to what Will just said, minus the sad bit. I remember the first one was that she was sitting downstairs in my house with my dad back when I was a really young kid, and there was a fly. She was fucking around with a staple. She was like flipping it and then trying to get it to stick into the table, and there was a fly that landed like on the table a little bit down the table from her, and she's just like, "Hey Ian," that's my dad's name. "Hey Ian, watch this," and she picks up the staple. And she flicks it between her two fingers, and it spins down the table and spears this fly into the table right through the middle of the body. It was fucking cool. It was amazing. And the second one, I think it was also my mum, but it might have been my dad. It was one of my parents. There was a fly buzzing around the room, and they were playing cards. And similar situation. My mum goes, "Oh, Ian, watch this." Picks up a playing card, flicks it across the room, and cuts the fly in half.
That's fucking awesome. Mom's a ninja, bro.
My mum fucking is a ninja, bro. She's crazy.
She's tweaking.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, shut the
Oh.
I knew that.
If I
would
hear
be-
another person say, "Nah, he
And
tweaking"
got
one
the
more time.
And he got the exact reaction out of all three of you that I was hoping for.
Liam, you were saying?
Well, that just reminds me of a time, or multiple times, where I shot this little bait fish called a piper. And they're really long and skinny, so pretty much when you shoot them, they just split in two. Yeah, they kind of just split in two and then just float off.
The way you said that, Liam, you're like, they kind of just split in two.
It's like Liam, I remember a while ago.
Wait, Liam, is that the story? You were just shooting fish and they were splitting up.
You're gonna,
Great story.
wanna go
That's
split some
all.
fish, bro. I remember back
I've got this really cool
Just be
story.
like,
I was walking down the street.
I remember back a while ago, Liam, you were telling us the story as how you used to just torture and kill Perori because they're shitty, pointless
Perori are
mudfish.
Fucking, bro, they're literally pests.
Yeah, they're literally the spawn of hell.
He's going off again.
Literally, like
you
supposed
see
to kill
Perori.
them, bro.
Yeah, it's like carp in fucking carp in
Fucking-
Australia.
Yeah, they're fucking millions and trillions of them. They're just everywhere and they're really annoying.
Isn't there like 14
hate-
Perori pests per square kilometer of New
Uh,
Zealand ocean?
That's spotties. So many spotties, bro. It's fucked.
Liam, for
When you
context,
call
Liam
Liam
also
Imagine
despises
Spotties, he just fucking boils and rage.
foams at the mouth.
I've eaten one once. It was not pleasant. They taste
I ate one and I went camping once and we caught it. We went on a giant net and tried to catch heaps of fish and we caught a single Perori. So we cooked it and we
That's
scooped
horrible.
all the meat and put it in the sandwich and I like it.
They eat
Oh,
mud.
Perori's
They just
mango
taste like
fucking
mud.
No,
had
they
one
don't, bro.
Perori that
It's an
tasted
acquired
good.
taste.
You have to like, fucking absolutely, like destroy them in season for like 4 days.
I bet you just want to destroy them, Liam. Fucking hate Perori.
Or
Um,
fucking use
Yeah, you want to obliterate all Perori.
Nah, he tweaking.
It's like the only.
Oh,
shut the fuck up, then.
I only said that to get that reaction out of you. I fucking hate the nah he tweaking meme. So
I didn't even
annoying.
know it was a meme. I've never even seen it.
It's just 'cause-
Yeah, I still haven't seen it to this day.
Look, look at any comment section on
On a
Instagram,
big
bro.
Instagram page. The story behind it is at Rap of all pages. Posted a news story about how Tony Hawk was selling 100 limited edition skateboard decks that were infused with his blood.
What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
So then Lil Nas X, who was recently in a controversy for making shoes infused with blood, commented, "Nah, he tweaking," and that
Why was
fucking
he in
like,
controversy.
oh, because he like ripped off a Nike shoe design and then Nike sued him for heaps of money, because he made Air Maxes with blood in the soles.
Nah, you know it wasn't even blood.
Yeah, that was like a marketing lie.
Of
But,
course you could. That would be probably illegal. or
Illegal, yeah.
Also,
But-
that's really weird. It's like fucking buying a bracelet with a toe on the end.
I have, and on,
It's
on,
really not. I don't know why I said that.
on the same topic, we are releasing Sleepout show merch. They're limited edition bracelets with one of each of Jay's toes, 10 only.
Maybe one will toe.
If you're lucky. But after that comment
I
by
need
Lil
these
Nas
toes.
X, fucking the internet just went crazy with commenting "Nah, he tweaking," which is like
Yeah,
it's
so
like
fucking annoying.
it's so annoying. It's like what the dog doing all over again. It's so annoying and unfunny, and it
What
got
the dog do?
it got so big to the point that if you like the Google searches in the US.
Wait, Finn, can I ask you something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, nah, nah, he. Sure, Will. What were you gonna ask me?
What the
Yeah,
dog
Will.
do?
Oh god.
Oh. Anyway,
Nah,
he's-
Will's
so
fucking
unfunny,
removed from the
Jesus Christ.
podcast. He's not
Will's
a guest
gone.
anymore.
But Nah,
Yeah,
he
what's
tweaking
none
got
of
so
remember?
big that it was being searched more than TikTok itself was being searched for in the US, which is fucking crazy. It's like one of the biggest social medias ever made, and there are more people searching for a single 3-letter phrase that came
Oh
from
my
an Instagram
god.
comment.
Will just sent a gif in the fucking chat saying, "What the dog doing?"
Will, you're being banned?
Yeah, Will, you're not a host anymore.
He's
There
gone.
it goes.
Well, speaking of fucking...
Oh, here he is.
Well, you suck. Speaking of the internet and current affairs on the internet, did you guys see that Call Me Carson came back? He's trying to make a return.
Where did
Yeah,
he
he
go?
looks. He
He-
looks like a fucking disheveled meth head in his new video.
Do you know what happened? Do you not know what happened to Call Me Carson,
Yeah,
Liam?
see?
Yeah, he was like accused of being a pedophile.
He was using his like
Yeah.
power and fame to manipulate like underage fans into texting him. Anyway, he came back and he made this like it's like not even a 2-minute long
Yeah,
video, and
it's-
it's just him sitting there looking like he's been through the
It's
absolute
so
wars.
funny.
It looks
bro.
like
He
he's
looks
been
like the
abusing.
shell
some
of a
fuck-
man. It's so fucking
He's been
funny.
broken. But he was he came back and he instead of
Good, he's a
apologizing
pedo.
instead of apologizing or like making up the situation whatsoever, he just said, "I'm streaming again. All the money that I make from streaming and YouTube goes to charity. One charity a month for a year. Come watch me, bye." And that was basically the whole video. And it's good initiative and it's a good thing to do, but you'd at least want to address like you've been accused of, and seeing as the rest of the internet's fucking talking about it. And yeah, what do you guys think about him being back? Do you believe that
He shouldn't be back. He's a pedophile scumbag.
Yeah, I don't know. It's if he's...
Jay, you literally said to me that he's not.
I know. I'm just saying it to.
It's trolling.
Yeah, bro.
You're just doing a
Still
little bit of
trolling.
trolling.
I mean,
Just a
if
little
he-
bit of tomfoolery. Nah, I don't know. Man. Well, it's really not that bad. All he did was fucking abuse his power to manipulate underage fans into sexual favors.
It's pretty bad.
it's fucked.
Pretty bad.
It's fucked. But I remember
No.
the thing is with this is back when this whole situation kind of started, I watched the Jay Schlatt like on his second channel. He made a video detailing what was going on, and he talked about how this had been going on for like 2 years. And how Carson had said so many times that he'd change his ways and just didn't, and I'm worried that he just hasn't again. But I mean, having been through the...
cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to watch him, I'm not going to support him.
Nah, I'm gonna fucking watch him. He's pretty funny.
I mean, he did abuse his power to get sexual favors from underage people, but he's pretty funny. I mean, his content was funny. His content was a lot of my humor during like year 10. Which is why I was so fucking unfunny and depressed.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
Yeah. Man's head looking like a chunker of Minecraft.
I was just making fun of you guys before I was friends with you guys because you watched Call Me Carson. I was like, oh,
I never
Carson
once
kids.
watched Call Me Carson in my life.
Well,
Yeah, just
you
keep
had
it
me
that
out
way.
of fun, Jay, so I just
You're
assumed.
not missing much.
Yeah. I remember Will used to, whenever I talked about anything from a Carson video or any one of his friends, you just like rip the shit out of me in front of everyone in the room. I was like, bro.
Yeah, that's what everyone should be doing. Not to you, but to Carson fans.
Yeah, I mean, you
Not
had
to
the
you.
you had the intuition. You knew something was gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I always just hated him. I always thought he sucked.
Looking
He was
back
just
now,
a fat, pimply bitch, and he looked like a fucking cactus painted with humans.
I cannot wait until we can get out of lockdown and start recording these podcasts again because it's so
I
much
know.
easier to like come up with
Recover an
shit to talk
ancient
about.
Indian artifact and keep it out of the hands of a ruthless warmonger. Fortune hunter Chloe Frazier enlists a gun for hire Nadine Ross. Man, this game
What?
was sick.
What?
What
I'm
game
sending you
is
the
it?
Uncharted game page.
Oh, okay. We've really devolved to the point of just reading out game pages. This is what happens when we can't record podcasts in person. I miss sitting in the recording sleep out though and just fucking
Bro,
yarning about shit.
fucking-
We only did it
this- I
twice,
mean,
but still.
do you know when Battlefield 2042 is coming out?
No.
I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but I'm so excited. It's gonna be such a
Yeah, I know.
It's coming out in October.
It looks so
Oh.
fucking good, bro.
Oh, Halo Infinite got its release date like announced. It's December 4th. I'm so excited.
I know.
Wait,
it
did
looks
you guys see? Do you guys
looks
see
so
the
good.
trailer for Battlefield 42? That game mode where it's like conflicts that happen. So you can fight in like World War II, and then you can fight in modern day, and then you can fight with like a modern day
What?
army versus a World War II army. Did you not see that trailer?
Oh, I
It
think
was
I
like
did. I
guy-
think I got sent it. It's
it
like
was like-
it's like historical. It's like a historical army versus like a smaller
That fight
futuristic
chasing
army.
after a jet and stuff. It was awesome.
That's
That's
fucking
right. It's
sick.
so sick. And there's a 64
I
v
can't wait for it.
64
It's so
mode.
good.
Bro, the
I know.
fucking those like
22nd
ice
of October.
vehicles. Those
Yeah.
ice vehicles with the fucking isn't that your birthday, Will?
It's like a couple days before.
Yeah. Fucking
I forgot when my birthday was.
that trailer
my
that
mum.
shows like the fucking ice vehicles for Battlefield 2042 looks so sick. How they have like the rubber under them so they can slide on ice.
Yeah, I haven't been this excited for a
It's called
game.
a hovercraft, I mean.
I haven't been this excited for a game release like since probably Doom Eternal and now of course Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite looks pretty good, but apparently it's pretty chunky at the moment.
Very clunky.
Yeah. It's chunky.
I like them big.
I feel like I'm the only person in the world who's excited for Call of Duty Vanguard.
I've heard
Nah, it looks pretty
apparently,
cool.
yeah, I haven't seen any trailers, but people have been hyping the shit out of COD Vanguard. It looks pretty. It seems like it's gonna be pretty sick.
The problem is though,
It's a
COD is
World War
pretty
II
much
game. Yeah.
The only problem is COD is right now is pretty much just copy and pasting the game.
Yeah,
over and
pretty
over again.
much.
So there's a high chance it's gonna be shit.
I
Yeah.
swear they
It's
release.
World War
I swear
II,
they
yeah.
release. The newest CODs have been kind of whack. Like Black Ops 4 was so shit.
Yeah, it was shit.
Modern
fucking-
Warfare was awesome.
It was
though.
fun for like a month and it just died.
I've been having like I was having a conversation with one of my mates about like game series that we want to see continued, and we were like, oh yeah, Doom would like more Doom games would be awesome, more Battlefield games are coming, which is awesome, more Halo. The only game series I don't want to see continued after Vanguard is COD because there's just been so many, and there's been some really good ones.
There's a
Like
new one like every. There's a new one like every 2 months.
yeah, the thing is with COD is they're releasing Vanguard just before fucking Battlefield 2042 because they're afraid of competition.
You know what's the funniest thing to me about Call of Duty?
What?
Is they don't give games enough time to sort of foster a community because then they release a new game like 10 months
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, literally.
It's like with Black Ops 4, it had that Battle Royale mode that was super popular, and then Modern Warfare came out, and then that
Yeah,
immediately
and now
swamped it,
Warzone.
and no one
Now
cares.
Warzone's just fucking
Wait, is
Like,
taking
it's
over
such
the
a
world.
weird thing.
Warzone and Black Ops 4 Battle Royale not the same?
Yeah, no, they're two different
Nah,
games.
they're 2 different games.
What?
I
Did you
know,
not
they're
know that?
basically identical.
I had no idea. I literally thought they were the exact
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, it's so stupid. They literally just copy and pasted and now and every fucking just went to Warzone.
Wait, so what was the Black Ops 4 Battle Royale called? Liam used to play it heaps. What was it called?
Blackout.
Yeah,
Blackout. That's right. Oh my
Blackout and
god.
Warzone.
It was Blackout's kind of a better name, I reckon.
If COD Vanguard comes with a fucking Battle Royale, bro, holy shit.
I bet you it will.
Games that are
That's the new formula, bro. You just have to add a battle royale to every single game.
making a game
The-
which is purely a Battle Royale is good because you know that it's that genre, but making a
Oh,
game
I
which is
really
another
liked it.
genre of game and then adding Battle Royale is just fucking stupid.
Battle royales are kind of like most of them are kind of dog shit. Like
Facts.
Red Dead had a battle royale called Gold Rush.
Did
Even
it?
Big
CS:GO has a battle royale.
Really?
It's
Although
so
to
dead.
be fair,
I've
the
never
Red
gone
Dead,
into
the
game.
Red Dead battle royale was actually kind of fun. I really liked it. It had a
The-
tiny map, and it was like 10 people, and they all had just like the worst guns in the game. You just go around and blow people up.
I've been the only
Like,
battle
all-
royales that I've enjoyed in the past is back when I used to play Fortnite, back before it was shit and cringe. I used to have quite a lot of fun with that. And recently I've just been jamming heaps of Apex, and that's just a good game. I enjoy that game.
I never could get into Apex.
Yeah, fair enough.
Isn't the problem with Fortnite now is if you shoot someone once, they build like the entire.
You know?
fucking
Do you know
Tower
they
of Babylon?
basically removed building in the new update?
They've just like
That's
it's
a
just
good
turned
thing.
into a completely different game. Now there's there's an Among Us game mode in Fortnite now.
Oh my
Mm.
god, are you
Ooh,
serious?
Yeah, and they're being sued by the people that made Among Us because they made a game mode called Fortnite Imposters.
Oh, bro. What the
Yeah.
What about the Martin Luther King walk through history thing?
Oh yeah, that's so.
Wait, what?
It's so. No, wasn't that in Chat?
No, that was in Fortnite.
They added Martin
Oh,
Luther
yeah,
King
no.
to Fortnite.
They actually did. It's so funny. They're fucking like made like this whole thing, and you can go and it's just playing the "I have a dream" speech over and over again.
What?
And
Why
there's
would
just
they
all
put-
these, and there's just all these people like fucking doing floss and shit.
Why would they put that in Fortnite?
Because Fortnite has to have add every single niche, bro.
Imagine someone shoot at you, so they bust into the Martin Luther King "I have a dream" speech. Video games these days are both good and bad. There has been some really good ones recently, and there's been some fucking shockers. Like Splitgate, we touched upon in the first episode. That's now in full release, and that's just going as good as ever.
Hey, is it full release now?
Yeah, it came out yesterday. It like they shut down the
I
servers
haven't-
for 12 hours.
I haven't played the full
Wait,
release
how long
yet.
have we been going?
I've
for?
stopped playing the
An hour now. Oh no, sorry, 51 minutes.
I gotta go help my mom with something pretty soon.
Okay.
Alright, all good.
Yeah, all good. I have to go
You-
at 9:20 possibly, so all good.
You can just if
Yeah.
if you need to go now, you can go.
You can just step out and we'll finish it. We'll only record
You
for
just
another
get the
like
fuck
15.
out of here.
All right, sweet.
All right.
Laters.
Laters, Liam. Have a
Love you,
good
babe.
one.
Alright, love you, babe. See ya.
Love you, bro.
And now it's just.
Yeah, nah. Oh, mate.
What were you saying, Jay?
Yeah, nah, but like I don't know, man. Like video games, like the majority of them are just dog shit, and if not,
Yeah.
they're good for like a
What?
month.
That's a lie.
Well, nah, but the majority of ones
The
nowadays.
majority of video games that just
Like-
get pumped out.
That's such a lie. What are you
What,
on,
like,
bro?
what do you
well,
mean?
a lot of games are good, but there are
What do you mean? You can't just say every game now is shit.
not every
Not
game.
such every game.
It's such a blanket statement. What are you talking about?
Yeah, true.
Every book released these days is shit.
Reads every
Yeah,
book like a
true.
It's like,
boss.
what? What are you talking about?
But like
You're
recently,
a real reader. Name every book.
the thing is about video games at the moment is there's really good games still to come, which is awesome. Like the end of this year is going to be. We're recovering from a shit year with Halo Infinite, Battlefield 2042.
Oh my god.
What?
The definitive edition of Battlefield 5 is free.
Really?
Shall I have
no.
to get it?
What? The definitive edition is $9.99. The normal version's free.
Holy shit! You should get Battlefield 4. I've been
I'm
jamming
not-
heaps of
oh.
Battlefield 4 recently.
Oh, you know what else I'm hyped as fuck
We should
for?
get fucking Battlefield 5, dude. The game's sick.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. When I watched the
looks-
trailer and I saw the Green Goblin.
Yeah,
bomb.
I know, and fucking Doctor Octopus as well.
Man.
There's some such good movie releases coming as well, like
Bro,
last night in
fuck-
Soho and stuff.
Oh,
Bro.
and the new Wes Anderson movie.
The new Wes
Yeah,
Anderson
that's
movie,
fun.
yeah.
Dispatch.
I'm
Fuck
so
yes.
excited for the French Dispatch. It's gonna be
Yeah.
so good.
Bro, fucking No Way Home is like the start of the multiverse, and it's so good. And then
I thought,
Doctor
oh,
and then
okay, I thought it
Doctor
was Doctor
Strange
Strange.
Nah, but the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is but like this is the start of the real life Spider-Verse.
I cannot
I'm
wait for
so
fucking a new Doctor
What's the
Strange
difference
movie.
between Spider-Verse and the multiverse?
It's all like the same shit. It's all the same shit.
Because the
Who
problem with
knows,
Marvel
bro?
for me
Marvel's too
personally is
complex, yeah.
the events are so confusing, but they shouldn't be. Like they shouldn't be confusing films, yet they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many
What the fuck's-
timelines.
It's
It's
just
not.
because
It's not really the movies. It's more the
comics.
universe and stuff within it. And shit.
Isn't
It's like, what the
the-
fuck is even going on?
I haven't seen the Loki series on Disney Plus, but isn't
It's
the
good.
timeline of it
It's
supposed to be
good.
incredibly confusing?
Yeah, it's cause it's like all the multiverse, but it is really confusing. But I just watch fucking this guy on
Mr.
YouTube called
streaming.
There's this guy on YouTube called I think he's called like New Rock Stars or something, and he just does breakdowns of all the Marvel shit.
That's sick.
Yeah, and it basically just means that you fucking can
Yeah.
know everything about it.
But I'm so excited for the new Edgar Wright and Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah, especially the
Yeah.
French Dispatch. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch all the Wes Anderson movies.
I
need to do
still
that.
haven't. Yeah, it's annoying, man.
I think
It's
I
'cause
haven't
It's
seen Bottle Rocket and I haven't seen Isle of Dogs.
I've heard so much good shit about Isle of Dogs. I need to watch that.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen I Love Dogs or Bottle Rocket or the Moonrise Kingdom.
Isn't Bottle Rocket isn't his Bottle Rocket his first film?
Yeah, it's his first feature-length film. He made a
Yeah.
short film prior to that about that because Bottle Rocket was originally a black and white short film, and then he expanded it and made the full movie. Bottle Rocket.
Yeah.
Speaking of like film projects, are you guys excited to start getting work on Cabin 5?
Yeah,
Cabin
yeah,
5's gonna be
yeah.
awesome. I'll do a little breakdown for the
What the
for
fuck is
listeners.
Canon 5?
Cabin 5 is
Our
our
horror thing.
horror project. So
Oh, Cabin 5. I
yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
Canon 5. I was like,
So-
No.
for the people listening, Cabin 5 is if you're familiar with the genre of analog horror, it's an analog horror series which is going to be set in New Zealand in the Waitakere Ranges, and we're going to be like, it's basically about a hike. I won't say much because I want to leave it fresh, but it's about a hike up there where you do 8 nights and you hike through 8 different cabins. When you reach the 5th cabin, like shit starts getting distorted and people are disappearing.
This is like a whole horror series. Me, Finn, and Willow trying to make because I don't know about Finn in the future, but me and Will want to make films in the future and hopefully be a creative duo.
I personally, I want to go into
Yeah.
engineering, but like doing filmmaking with you guys on the side, if I still can, would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But Cabin 5, basically, we're still developing the universe and all the storylines behind it, and
Yeah,
then
we
we're gonna
really
start.
need to get working on that. We should
Yeah.
actually work on that after this.
We should start. We'll start editing, filming, and then finally publishing videos. We'll put it up on our like kind of production channel called Double Barrel Productions, which should be up soon. So if you guys are looking forward to that in the future, then just go and subscribe to that. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
anyway, we've been running for nearly an hour now, so I reckon it's time to kind of wrap it up. Jay, do you want to see us through?
Yeah, as always,
Pretty
because
interesting
but yeah, this has been the Sleepout podcast. We're still recording in Discord, obviously, due to quarantine being extended, but hopefully we'll be able to get back to our normal schedule. Or I say normal schedule, but we've actually recorded more episodes over Discord than
We have
in real life.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
still,
this is
hopefully we'll be able to get back to in-person recording soon enough.
Yeah, this is our 4th weekly episode. Episode 5 and 6 will both be recorded over Discord as well, and then
Yeah.
actually probably episode 7 and possibly 8 as well, since no one knows.
Hopefully we're not in lockdown for too long. But
Yeah, because I want to get back into the actual like the recording sleep out and just
Yeah.
back out some more like actual
Yeah,
things.
same. I
We've
really
also
want
recently we've been thinking of shit like videos of us playing games like Galactic Phone, Jackbox, and Human Fall Flat for putting up on the
Yeah,
Sleepout
yeah.
Show channel. So if you see one of those within the next
Look for
couple
some
weeks,
look out for some gaming videos in the next couple weeks.
yeah, we'll got them coming
Yeah,
to you
well,
guys.
anyways, guys, this has been the Sleep Out podcast. Bye.